So yo, what's going on, people? Now, I'm gonna get straight into it. We all know that we've been waiting to hear what's been going on with the Shazzy Boy series, you get me? Now, there has been a lot going on, and off the back end of the last video, which was episode 4, I didn't drop anything else because there was actually, at the time, a live police case going on, so I didn't mention anything. So obviously, as you know, when there's a live police case, you can't be saying anything in regards to the case whilst it's obviously an ongoing investigation. But currently, as of now, all of the allegations that fool Shazzy Boy, I'm going to put on the screen right now, tried accusing me and going to the police with these allegations of absolute nonsense, and we all know it's nonsense because they got all the evidence, obviously. Everything's been dropped. So I'm going to give you a full breakdown now, yeah, and an insight into what's actually been going on in full. So from what I know, his actual name, official name on the police document, which I've got, which I'm going to input now, is Simon Khalik. So we all know that he's been known as Shaz, Shazan, Simon. There's been actually a few other names. I think some guy told me he was known as Ahmed and Khan or something along them lines as well. But there's been so many people that have reached out to me regarding him that I actually, still to this day, you know, it's still going. But people, what I'm going to say to you is, yeah, even though this guy is being exposed differently online, yeah, when I mean that he has been seen over 500,000 times, yeah, I'm going to show that right now, yeah, on the screen here. It's crazy that clearly he's got an addiction to these, you know, thieving ways that he has, because it's still ongoing. So I'm going to input some clips now from a range of different people that have said the same name without it being mentioned by me or anybody else local, that he has taken their car or their car's been stolen and he's got involvement and whatnot. And there's been a whole leap. So I'm going to input some clips for you now.
You know a Shaz from Handsworth?
He's known for chopping.
You gotta get him.
I can chop cars. He make a problem.
You need to get that.
Call me fucker.
Take his wheel, bro. He went for chopping.
That's your hardware.
The motherfucker.
The chop shop guy is responding in pronto time.
Yo, hold on. What's JP talking about?
His vehicle's acting suspicious well.
Anything, I would hand him on a plate to you. I swear to God, I swear on my kid's life.
The car is on bricks and the alloys are missing.
I go to jail. Yeah, first time. Not for hitting him, but...
Imagine if I would have gave him the keys to that car.
Yeah, that geezer there is a rat, bro. He's a thief, motherfucker.
Groups which has got 100,000 followers in there, so obviously I'm guessing that someone probably made him aware that he's in.
3 years ago I used to chop cars, yes or no?
Yes.
But these cars are new cars, bro. Look, 67.
Where's the shit? Alright.
I'm just taking the car, counting the car. If anything, I'll come back. Got it?
The items are stolen. People, he's just collected 1.2k of his money back. So obviously my man now's feeling some pressure, you get me? So we're gonna count this up.
Nah, you're mad.
He's my family. He's only young. You know, he's worked very hard for his car, he had a bit of a thing and whatnot.
Yeah, he wanna take the car, but maybe no have a key.
We find him. Hey, we blow him tonight.
And we know who this is, innit? We know who this is. Has forced the boot open, yeah? And then stolen what's in the back. We know who it is. It's the same person that we've been mentioning in this video the whole time. We know it's him, 100%.
So I received a random message on WhatsApp from a group chat that I was in from a victim of a car theft. Imagine parking your car outside where you lay your head to rest, in the same parking position that you always do, and there's never no issues. But this one night, things seem to change. There's a guy that comes approaching outside your property. He goes to walk past the vehicle and he turns around. Don't know where he's gotten the idea from, don't know who's been sent here by, don't know how he even gets into the car, which is going to show you right now. Somehow it seems to me like he's got a key to the vehicle and he's standing there for a little bit and he gets straight into the car. What I found interesting here was when he got into the car is that this guy clearly didn't know what he was doing or how to drive, because he sat in the car for a little bit first before he started up. And he's in this super tight gap, as you can see, front to back now. He's rolling forwards. Then for some reason now, he's realising that he can't get out of this tight gap. So he decides to get up and get out of the car. Look at these people, and now he's pushing the car back and rolling it, trying to make this gap. Now, I had to cut part of that clip then because he was doing this for about nearly a minute. As he pulls out of the parking space, he nearly crashes into another car, and he has the cheek to beep his horn and flash his lights like he's in his own personal vehicle. And he just drives off into the night. But if you keep watching the clip, somebody else comes walking past after, so I'm not sure if they're with the same person that's in that car, but I assume they are, because it'll make more sense later on in the video, which is what I'm saying. Why would you go out of your way and put in all of the time and the effort to steal a car of this value? Usually, thieves are taking cars of value so they can actually make money. I don't understand this, so I don't know if this was a targeted attack. I don't know if whoever stole this knew who the person was, and you know, they managed to swipe the keys or whatnot. But you know, these things happen. Keep watching.
You can appreciate some of these clips may be like poor quality and there might be no sound, but I'm just gonna let you know what's going on here. So few people have came out to me and said that they've dealt with this guy in the past that we've already mentioned before, but I didn't actually understand the actual level that this has been going. So apparently, so as I've mentioned before, this has been going on for a good 8 to 10 years. 8 to 10 years that he's been scamming people and getting away with it. Then when he stumbled upon me, obviously we thought that was going to be the end of his ways, even though he's been seen so much online and everybody knows about his ways now, but that hasn't stopped it. So I found out from a guy. Again, I'm not going to mention no one's names or whatever. Only people that are going to be included in this video are people that want to be included. So there's a guy that contacted me. This guy was actually stolen from, who had an RS6, and I don't know what the deal was, the full ins and outs of the story, but I know that it ended up being that Simon, which we know what his name is now, owed him 16k. And then what he'd done is he'd paid him, it was 26k that he owed him in total. The guy received 10k. He was meant to receive the following 16k, which he never received, because Simon, Shazzy boy, packed up his bags, moved house and moved unit again. And obviously we know who's involved with him. We've already seen all of the proof and evidence, yeah? So that same guy, now tell me how weird this is, people, yeah? That same guy has gone and shouted me and said, JP, listen, I got some information for you. So I'm saying, what's the information? And I couldn't believe what I was hearing. So around about 2 weeks ago, there was this guy that I'm talking about, so let's call him person A, has got a family member who we're going to call person B, and they had a BMW X5. I'm not sure if it was facelift or pre-facelift, but I know that it's obviously a valuable vehicle, yeah, that's regardless to the point. Even if it's not valuable, it's regardless, you shouldn't be having your stuff stolen. And there was 2 young kids that come to steal the car, so I think they've tried to steal it on a keyless steal. In the end, they fell short because they must have been notified by the cameras outside the house when they was inside, so they've come running out of the house and the 2 kids have ran off. But unfortunately, one of them got caught by the owner of the vehicle. So, you know, I'm not going to say what's happened to that person in particular, but you know, you can imagine what's happened when they've got caught.
Second. Oh, no, that's it. Got him. Slap.
And then they've got asked, who has put you up to this, or who has sent you to here? And he raw said Shaz.
Now I'm hearing stories, Shazan set it up, man. I'm not, listen, bro, everything was going so well for me, man. I told you 2 years ago I used to chop cars, yes or no?
Yes.
Bro, how good has everything been for me? How many big boy cars have I had at the garage?
I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I said, not a chance is this true. The guy showed me the footage, yeah, and it's got sound, and it actually says his name. The kid said his name. So what this sketch is now, people, is that Simon Shazzy boy is sending people to do his dirty work for him now. So I just want to make you all aware of this, yeah. And the reason why I'm telling you this, yeah, and we can address the yappers in the comments and whatever. Just be aware of your belongings, because you know what it is. I don't care if you're a good person or a bad person. At the end of the day, people out there will take your stuff off you and it will go missing, and you ain't going to be able to do anything about it. And if it weren't for me bringing this to light, so much people have got justice now, purely based on my series that I created. Now, I would never have created that series, like I said before, if the agreement that me and Shazzy boy had originally was sorted out and he didn't go ahead and do all the police stuff that he did.
Lock him up then.
I'm not getting locked up.
We'll end up smashing the window.
That's not my car.
It doesn't matter.
Yo people, it's JP. I've got a few hookups for you. For all your rental needs, go follow Rent It UK. For all your tyre needs, go follow the Tyre Plug. And if you're enjoying this content, smash the subscribe button and turn on your bell notifications to stay up to date. Let's go.
So people, let me get you into the real deal of this video now, yeah? So you know what's actually happened? I was actually on 3 charges. And now these charges ain't no joke, they're serious charges. Obviously, if it keeps going dark and light, obviously you can see I'm driving right now. The charges that he had me on, yeah? First charge was assault, yeah? So when the assault charge happened, I was blocked in by police, yeah? On a random night that I was driving on my own. And it's crazy that this has happened because the police actually put out a little post on their Twitter page, West Midlands Police page, which I'm going to input now, and said that I was with boy racers and I was uninsured and I was wanted. No.
Jordan fades back, swoosh, and that's the game!
So I was wanted, that's true, and that's because of Shazzy Boy shouted at the police and said that I assaulted him, which is absolute nonsense because we know people, obviously he didn't know, but I filmed everything, I had the whole footage, so obviously that cleared my name. That was the first charge, yeah? So what in the end is the police boxed me in, pulled me over, seized the car and put it in the impound, charged me just under 1K to get the car out. Outside of that, then emailed me and told me I'm going to input the email from the officer as well. The officer actually told me that I was insured, so therefore I shouldn't have to pay no impound charges or no impound insurance because I was insured, because it was all legit people that tried it, but it wasn't happening, yeah? And now I've got to go through a whole complaints process if I want to get refunded the money that the police had taken.
You are a scammer.
It's an absolute joke. So that's number 1. That's what Shazzy Boy did, yeah? Assault was the number 1, yeah? So let me not go off on tangents. Let me just get straight back to it. The second charge right now, yeah, was aggravated robbery. Now people, let me tell you something, yeah? Aggravated robbery is a serious charge. Like, it's not a joke. When we mean like, it's something where you can get, put it this way, sentences are starting from anywhere 5, 6, 7, 8 years for a sentence, yeah? That's an absolute madness. Do you know what I'm saying? Anybody that doesn't know what aggravated robbery is, obviously it's basically robbery by force. Now aggravated robbery, the police take it very serious, along with a lot of the other crimes. The problem is, that can start from anywhere from 5, 6, 7, 8 years. So if it weren't for when this has happened, as you see on the back of episode 4 of the Shazzy Boy series, when I received the money back for this whole situation. Now let me put some lights on here so you might be able to see a little bit better, yeah? What's happened is now, he's done all of that. When he's gone in the house, he's filming from the window and he's contacted the police and he said that I stole from him. But as we've seen, people, he gave me the money. He's even, Mrs. came to the door and said, we're getting the money for you. I'm going to input that now so you can see.
Yeah.
Money?
Huh?
We're getting the money.
Yeah, get the money. Everything will end.
Anyway, he said that I took the money from force. So guess what's happened, people? The money that he gave me was money that was actually gave to him from a car that he sold. So there was a legit car that was on Facebook for sale from Shazzy Boy, yeah? On his own account, again, the same account that he's been selling stolen parts from, using all of his nonsense and doing all of the bits that he's been doing. But anyway, it was on there, yeah? So that's all happened. I said, no problem, cool. So, he sold the car. The guys took the car away and left. I've landed at the area. I've received the money from him, and as you're seeing, because I was gave it, and he said that I've came round the corner with a mask on. Yeah, remember I had the whole video?
My man's there just walking down the street like it's normal. Crazy guy, bro.
And I forced the money from him, and there was 2 guys with me in masks. Also, one had a knife and one had a hammer. Absolute nonsense, yeah? We had the footage, we already know, yeah? And it's that much nonsense that the police didn't even believe him anyway in the end, after they've done their investigations. I was on bail for that until I think it was about 2 weeks before Christmas. That's when I had to go and answer my bail. But fortunately, people, JP got NFA. No further action. Why did we get no further action? Not only because there wasn't no evidence, because it wasn't true, but because he's lying, and people, police know about him. They know about his scummy little ways that he's got, yeah? But the issue is, he's blending it, man. I'll have to give it to the guy, man. He's getting away with it. There's no evidence on him, you get me? But I got him with evidence though, didn't I? Didn't I, Shazzy Boy? So, that was the next charge, aggravated robbery, yeah? And then the third and final charge, which was crazy because people, as you've seen from the clip that I'm going to input now.
Yo people, so look where we are. Everyone that knows about Brum knows about this place. I'm at Perry Bar custody. Why am I here? They're gonna ask. Because Shazanka leaks a little snitch. You know what I'm saying? Trying to lie. But you was very, very stupid for doing that now. Because all you've done is you've extended the series. The series is going to go on nice and deep now. And I'm going to ensure that every single victim that you have caused problems to, yeah, are going to have a direct contact to me, and you're going to get exposed further. Because the situation for this was only to do with my situation and my family situation. But now, it's gone above and beyond that. You've lied. Again, you've lied. Obviously, it's stupid to think that you wouldn't lie because we know what you like. But the fact that you've done that, yeah, you are coming down and you're going to be, you know, dealt with by the law correctly. I'm not letting you get away with this, and I'll take it as far as possible. So I hope that you've got, you know, a good team around that's going to help you get through this, because once, you know, the police are going to anytime soon take me in for an interview right now, yeah? But I'm here voluntarily because I know I haven't done anything wrong. I'm not stupid, do you know what I'm saying? I've worked out what your plans are and how you do things, and, you know, we've realised that you're actually a scumbag of the earth. Don't worry, Shazam. You think this is over? It's not. The law's going to deal with you correctly, and I'm going to ensure of it now. Before, I was never going to do things this way, yeah? But seeing as I've had to come here because I've been put on a wanted list, yeah? And being stopped on the roadside, I've had to come down here to Perry Bar, as you can see, and, you know, hand myself in. Because I'd rather that than, you know, come to any houses and start booting off doors and all of that because of your lying accusations.
I went to Perry Bar custody, handed myself in following the situation, because the aggravated robbery, what actually happened is the guy who purchased the car from him on the legit sale, and I don't know this guy, do you know what I'm saying? This is what's more mad. Shaz has said that I and this guy set this up to be able to steal from him, or whatever the situation may be. So the guy's bought the car on the legit sale, he's left the scene, I've turned up at the scene, he's gave me the money back, and obviously, as you see, he had in his hand a cricket bat, and he had in his hand a wrench, obviously what you undo wheels with, and he had some trade plates as well.
Bro, come on, man. I'm not even like that, fam.
He said that the guy stole the car from him. So that guy, unfortunately, was actually stopped half an hour later by armed police going absolutely crazy.
Show me your hands! You're not making any sudden movement! Show me your hands! Keep your hands up! Get your hands up now! Get your hands up! Get your hands up!